Greetings, Earthlings. This is Tamasha, and I hope that your Wednesday is going well. This is just me dropping in to give you a little bit of an update and to share a couple of things with you because I'm always getting into conversations about different conversations I have about eating habits and stuff like that. One of them is like vegan versus non-vegan, which I try not to have that conversation with too many people. But another one that I don't mind discussing with people is whether you should buy your produce organic or not. First, the update. I am on my, I don't know, I think 16. Should have did the math before I got on here, but I am at the beginning of my third week. So this week is week 3, and then next week on Monday will begin my last week, which is obviously week 4. And it's going well overall. I'm loving it. The part it's been like a roller coaster because I'm healing myself. So there are parts about the healing journey that are ugly, the parts where your body is actually detoxing and clearing things out. And so there are symptoms that come along with that. And I'm handling it though, in general. I love the juicing. I absolutely love that part of it, just coming up with the different recipes and the different pairings of different fruit. I realized that when I do the recipes that have the vegetables in it, like the kale or even the cilantro or parsley, they're a little more harsh on my kidneys, which is the reason why I went into this to heal some things going on with my kidneys and my adrenals. And that the adrenal glands affects the hormones. It's a whole cycle what the adrenal glands do to the hormones. So yeah, I'm dealing with that. But in general, I love it. I am down about 8 pounds. And I didn't go into this to lose weight. I honestly didn't want to lose any more weight because I just didn't. I was in a state of mind of trying to gain weight. I mean, specifically, I've been wanting to gain more muscle. So, but yeah, for those of you that want to go on a journey to lose weight or are on a journey to lose weight, I encourage you to try a juice fast or even a fruit fast. If you don't want to just do juice, then do fruit. The thing about juice is the nutrients, it hits your system like that. It doesn't have a much of a cycle to go through like it would if you were to eat the fruit. But and the same with people with diabetes. The misconception is that fruit will give you diabetes. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure fruit is not giving people diabetes. But if you already have diabetes, then there are certain fruits that you may want to reconsider consuming if you decide to do a fruit fast or not. Even without the fruit fast and you have diabetes, fruit is always good for you. But certain ones you might want to stay away from if you have diabetes, like the bananas. That's just one example. But yeah, in general, it's going really well. And I have one more week. I may extend it. I haven't decided yet. We're just going to see what my health is doing and how much improved my health has been. I recognize a difference in how my skin feels, how my skin looks, and my gut health has improved like tremendously, which a lot of things begin in the gut. So even if you do it just for that, if you want to do a detox, try the fruit fast, try the fruit juicing, any kind of cleanse, and you don't want to go strict like a water fast, which is something I did a couple years ago, then try the fruit. But speaking of fruit, one of those conversations that I was just speaking about is with people who are wondering if they should buy organic or not. And I got this in my email because I follow certain things that, those algorithms, they'll find you if they know that you're into it. And I got this notification that the CNN has just put out a new Dirty Dozen Clean 15, I guess, study, research, whatever you want to call it, and they did an article about the EWG, and that's the Environmental World Group. Those are the people that do a lot of testing on the produce and different things in our food. They get together with the FDA and the USDA and all of these people, and they try and see, what's what. So I just wanted to read a little bit of this to you, and then you decide if you should buy organic or not. It starts out by saying approximately 95% of non-organic strawberries, leafy greens such as spinach and kale, collards and mustards, also grapes, peaches, and pears tested by the U.S. government contained detectable levels of pesticides, according to the 2024 Shopper's Guide, Pesticides in Produce. You don't want to be consuming pesticides. And then, our kids love fruit. We're giving this stuff to our kids. Nectarines, apples, bell peppers, and hot peppers, cherries, blueberries, and green beans rounded out the list of the 12 most contaminated samples of produce. That list is the one that is dubbed the Dirty Dozen. The Environmental Working Group, or the EWG, an environmental and health advocacy organization that has produced the annual report since 2004. So yeah, they've been busy working at it to see exactly what is going on with our food. And I like that they came up with that list of the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15, because it's just like a rule of thumb, if it's on the Dirty Dozen list of conventional produce, then just try to buy it organic. And this, by the way, I don't know if I said that or if it's clear. This is like, should I buy conventional or should I buy organic? Pesticides have been linked in studies to preterm births, congenital malformations such as neural tube defects, spontaneous abortions, and an increase in genetic damage in humans. You heard that, right? When you think that it's not affecting you, think about your illnesses and what your kids are going through and the cancers and the different things that your kids and your family are experiencing. Where did I leave off? Congenital malformations such as neural tube defects, spontaneous abortions, and increase in genetic damage in human. Exposure to pesticides has also been associated with lower sperm concentrations, heart disease, cancer, and other disorders. Farm workers who use or are exposed to pesticides are at a higher risk, according to the studies. A 2022 meta-analysis found workers exposed to pesticides were nearly 5 times as likely to have DNA damage, while a February study found children exposed at an early age showed poorer neurodevelopment from infancy to adolescence. It's not all bad news, though, because there are a list of produce that round out the Clean 15. There were frozen peas, asparagus, honeydew melons, kiwis, cabbage, watermelons, even mushrooms, mangoes, sweet potatoes, and carrots. So, you guys, that should answer your question on whether you should purchase organic or non-organic. It goes on to say each year a rotating list of domestic and imported produce is tested by the U.S. Department of Agriculture and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. The staffers at the USDA Pesticide Data Program wash, peel, and scrub fruits and vegetables as consumers would, while workers at the FDA only brush dirt off the produce. Then the fruits and vegetables tested for more than 250 different pesticides, and the results are posted online. For 2024, the Environmental Workers Group researchers examined testing data on 47,510 samples of 46 non-organic fruits and vegetables, with the majority of the testing being from the U.S. An analysis of the data found traces of 254 pesticides in all fruits and vegetables, analyzed, with 209 of those chemicals on the produce in the Dirty Dozen list. You guys, that is a lot of pesticides on our fruits and vegetables. It's worth it. I know you want to say, oh, it's too expensive to buy organic. You guys, in the long run, come on, think about your health. If you don't care about yourself, think about your babies. I'm not going to go on. There's a lot more to be said in there. It's the CNN EWG's 2024 Clean 15 or Dirty Dozen list, the update. So I just wanted to share that with you because I'm begging you to reconsider, for your health's sake, whether you should buy certain produce organic. You don't have to buy all of it organic. I don't buy a lot of those things that are on that Clean 15 list. I don't buy those organic. Avocados, kiwis, watermelons, papaya, things like that. Just keep in mind the things that you're not eating the outside of. Onions. I don't buy any of that stuff organic because it's not very necessary. Even they have the something that you don't eat the outside of on is a sweet potato, but those are root vegetables. You know, the thing that did shock me though was that they have mushrooms on that list, and we eat the outside of mushrooms, but it's on the list of the Clean 15. So you don't even have to buy mushrooms organic. So I hope this helps somebody. Send me a message if you have any questions about this. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. Share this with somebody who you think may be dealing with an illness and they can't quite figure out what the problem is. It could be that you're consuming too many pesticides. Imagine eating a lot of fruit and all of your fruit is laden with one of those 209 pesticides. That's a lot of pesticides going into your body every day. So that's something to think about. Anyway, I'm going to get off of my soapbox. Hit me up if you have any questions. Leave me a message. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. All of that good stuff. And yeah, let me know if you decide to do a juice fast, if you have any questions about that, or if you've done one. I would love to know what your results were like.